Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mikey Report for August 25th, 2010. Glad you can be with us. There's a lot that we have to cover, starting with the economy. Credit card debt is at a new low. Lowest level in 8 years. Cardholders continuing to pay off balances in an uncertain economy. The amount consumers owed on their cards dropped to its lowest level in 8 years. According to an AP report, the average combined debt for bank-issued cards, those with the MasterCard or Visa logo, fell to $4,951 in second quarter, down 13% from $5,719 last year, according to the TransUnion Credit Bureau. Agency said it was the first time card debt fell below 5K since first quarter of 2002. So that's definitely good news for those of us paying off card debt, just like myself. But there's still the economy issue where stocks were had a slump due to poor housing numbers, but slightly gained today. Dow was up 19 and change, NASDAQ up 17 and change, and the S&P 500 up 3.5. That is the latest in business news. A big report for us has always been the disaster in the Gulf. There's a key device in that wasn't recertified. The TransUnion has a piece that wasn't recertified in 2005 as required by federal regulators. A preventer designed to prevent a spill in the case of an explosion. It's called a blowout preventer. TransOcean didn't have that recertified because it was being constantly maintained. Just because an item is constantly maintained does not mean that it doesn't need recertification. It totally needs recertification. I know this may not be the best looking video, that I might be sketchy, but having that recertification, not good by any way, shape, or form. So hopefully they have that issue figured out. Looks like not only BP gets in trouble, but TransOcean as well. But there is good news on the travel front. We got a Labor Day weekend coming up, and travel is expected to be up about 9.9% from last year. 34.4 million Americans expected to travel 50 miles or more from home, according to AAA. So it was 31.3 million last year when the recession curbed holiday plans. About 10.3% more Americans will go by car this holiday weekend, while the number traveling by air will rise by 4.6%. Job growth have proved disappointing, according to AAA, while some economic indicators such as that. Positive signals for the U.S. economy from the gross domestic product, household net worth and improved consumer confidence were prompting more Americans to take the trips over the holiday weekend. Which I don't blame them. I mean, it's in our way of thinking, the last weekend of summer. Even though you still got summer for about 2 more weeks after that. 2, 3 more weeks, something like that. But in all honesty, everyone's back to school, everyone's back to work the day after Labor Day. So it's like it's the last vacation opportunity. And people are taking advantage of it, which I applaud them, especially in this economy that we've had. In political news, this election season is getting even hotter, but John McCain might secure himself another term in the Senate, a 5th one, as he won the GOP nomination, the primary nod. So we'll see what transpires between now and then in the Arizona race, and also Pennsylvania race, and all the other races. Here on the Mikey Report, we will have extensive coverage with that. We have some... Apparently, Lindsay Lohan has her first pick after rehab. She was seen sporting Ray-Bans, a Birkin bag, and drinking Rockstar in her first photo since prison. I mean, granted, she may look good, but it's not gonna... Will she be having enough? Okay, V-Moto headphones, $250. Ray-Ban sunglasses, $145. A Hermes mini Birkin bag, apparently a priceless. Rockstar, about $2 a can. And anywhere between $585 to $2K, depending on the material, a Hermes belt. So she spent upwards of like probably close to $3K on her wardrobe. So she is definitely, Lilo's definitely partying, or hopefully not drinking, because that's what she was caught in the first place doing. But speaking of the technology with the V-Moto headphones, Apple is planning to announce some more updates, iPods, iTV, and new iTunes, a cloud-based version, on September 1st. Now, I know everyone loves Apple. I mean, everyone has the iPhone or the iPad or the iTouch. I lose track half the time. And we all have, and a lot of the kids here have MacBook Pros and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Me, I have a Dell. And I have a Sansa MP3 player. And I have a Samsung Gravity. Am I concerned about an iPhone or an iPad or an iPod Touch? Not really. And I have Windows Media Player. I'm happy. But people like that, so I tell you about it. We have some tropical alerts. Hurricane Danielle, Category 1, moving up the Atlantic Ocean, possibly hitting Bermuda around Sunday night into Monday morning. More on that. It's not really strong yet, but it will be, and Tropical Storm Earl is following right behind it. So we'll watch for both Danielle and Earl throughout the next week or so. And our current weather conditions right now are Phoenixville is at 68 degrees under clear skies. The low tonight is supposed to be 65. The high was around 77 degrees. We're looking at pretty much mostly sunny skies over the next week. Well, next 9-10 days of your life. And it's going to be wonderful and nice. I mean, it's going to be in the same way up in Mount Cobb, too. We're at our other headquarters. And we have temperatures ranging up there from the low, from anywhere in the 70s, low 80 here or there. And here in the Phoenixville area, not getting above 90, which is gonna be nice. I have to say that. I don't know how much nicer we could have had for this upcoming week. It is gonna be gorgeous. I am gonna enjoy it. Bike rides in store. Let me just tell you, current very high pollen up there in Mount Cobb. So Kleenex and tissues, Kleenex and Zyrtec or Claritin are encouraged. Right now up in Mount Cobb it is 59 degrees, low of 57 tonight. The high for today was 67. So definitely nice, cool, and comfortable for this day today, and continuing to be mild and comfortable over this week into the weekend, when the hot weather will come and scorch us. But then it will dip down back to mild weather and we'll enjoy it. Hopefully no rain is in the forecast, even though it could be possible. And finally, in sports, we had some crazy baseball action. The Yankees ended up losing 6-3. Curtis Granderson came up with the bases loaded, but flied out to right to end the game in the Rogers Center. Boston split their day-night doubleheader. Boston won the first game 5-3 and lost the second game 4-2. Rangers beat the Twins 4-3 in a division leader battle. With the Yankees losing, Tampa Bay lost 12-3 to the Angels. So Yankees stay tied with Tampa atop the AL East, with Boston trailing. Rockies beat the Braves 12-10, but the Phillies gained no ground as Houston beat them 3-2. And extra inning action today, the Reds beat the Giants 12-11, and the Royals beat the Tigers 4-3. Both games going to 12 innings. That's everything for the Mikey report for this day. I am Mikey Edwards, saying good night.